The man, surprisingly, ignored his wife and brought his first love to his own birthday party. In front of everyone, he showed affection and tenderness to the other woman, while his wife was treated as if she were invisible. To make matters worse, he threw away the gift his wife had given him straight into the trash. Contrary to what one might expect, the wife did not get angry or say a single word. She simply walked across the room, picked up the gift calmly, and left, for she had already decided to give up entirely on the relationship that had wounded her so deeply. Back at home, she burned a photo of the two of them together, placed the divorce papers she had already prepared on the table, along with the check her husband had once given her to humiliate her, and left them there. Finally, she took one last look at the house where they had lived together for 3 years, packed her bags, and walked away without looking back. 3 years earlier, they had married full of expectations. But on their wedding day, the man presented a prenuptial agreement and admitted that the woman he truly loved was his first love. Since her family was not as wealthy as his, he planned to wait until he inherited full control of the family fortune before divorcing and marrying the one he really wanted. After saying this, he left his new wife alone, shocked and devastated. Still, for the next 3 years, the woman devoted herself to the marriage, caring for him with patience and dedication, fearing the day he would abandon her without regret. Yet, when the time passed, he seemed only more obsessed with his first love, completely forgetting about the divorce. When she tried to remind him, he was too busy on the phone with the other woman to listen, even shoving her into a cabinet without apologizing. At that moment, she lost her final hope. She realized that no matter how much effort she made, she could never compete with a single glance from his first love. With a broken heart, she began to pack her things to leave. Just then, she received a call from the butler, reminding her that her husband's birthday was approaching. She had always organized his parties, but this time she decided to arrange one last celebration. She gave detailed instructions: no peanut butter in the desserts, white roses instead of the red ones she hated, and no tequila since it gave her headaches. Everything had to be exactly to her husband's taste, so that even after she was gone, he would have what pleased him most. On the day of the party, the man arrived with his first love by his side. His wife was ignored as if she did not exist, forced to watch helplessly as the two flaunted their affection. When the time came to open the presents, the guests asked to see what she had given. The first love produced a simple scarf, and everyone burst out laughing, mocking the wife for being stingy and thoughtless, claiming she didn't know how to choose a proper gift. To defend the other woman, the man wrapped the scarf around his neck and praised her choice, saying that his wife's gift, though expensive, carried no real sentiment. Then, without hesitation, he threw the watch she had given him into the trash. In that instant, the woman finally understood that the problem had never been the gift. It was that her husband had never loved her. This time, however, she did not feel sorrow. Calmly, she picked up the watch from the floor, apologized for not matching his taste, and walked out of the party without looking back.